Hi, this is Mike and Mary Jane Furchess back with you. My wonderful wife, Mary Jane, for 39 years or thereabouts, back doing this program for you for the Movie Guys. I want to remind you, though, if you want to know more about the Movie Guys, you can check us out at Facebook. That's at www.facebook.com/Wichita, that's spelled W-I-C-H-I-T-A, Movie Guys, all one word. Facebook.com/Wichita Movie Guys. Like our page, subscribe to it there. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to and like our page at YouTube. We appreciate that you can follow us and see what's going on. The quality of the show, hopefully the next few weeks, is going to be getting tremendously better, as I have a meeting tonight and I'm speaking to the Wichita State University Film School at the Shocker Studios about doing a production. They seem to be excited about it, and that seems to be happening as early as next week. We start doing some more recording and looking at commercials and local celebrities and national celebrities and all kinds of others jumping in and becoming a part of the program, as well as some roundtable discussions with students at Wichita State, millennials, if you will, and older folks like me, the old baby boomers. Mary Jane and I are both baby boomers, so that'll be kind of interesting, if you will. We saw a movie recently that's been in theaters for a while. I had a ton of friends tell me I needed to see this movie, and I kind of heed and hawed and kind of blew them off and said, we'll see. I don't know, it's not one I really care about seeing a whole lot. And we had done the movie Apostle Paul, Paul the Apostle of Christ with Jim Caviezel. Loved it. And there's another Christian-based, Christian-themed movie that's out right now called I Can Only Imagine, that's based off of the popular song that crossed the genres. That was #1 in the Christian market, #1 in the secular market. I think they said the movie was at 7 times platinum. The album and the song was going like 7 times platinum or something.
Something like that.
So which was amazing. So I had all these friends that was telling me to see it. My granddaughter had saw it, we took her. And the band I play with, Big Mac Combo, we were off that night. I said, let's go over to Augusta to the historic theater where it's being shown out there. Went to this beautiful theater in Augusta, Kansas. It's the oldest, it was the first theater in America to be lit by neon lighting. And I think that to this day it's the largest neon lighting setup of any theater in the nation. It's on the National Historical Landmarks. It's a beautiful, beautiful theater. They show a lot of movies. They only open on Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays, I think it is. And they show movies about a week or two after they've been in the major theaters. So we went over there, loved that theater. Can't tell you enough about it. Save your historical theaters. The Augusta Theater is an example of that. You go, excuse me, I still have those allergies. They even play the national anthem and everybody stands for the national anthem, so it's kind of cool. So, Mary Jane, tell us about the experience, and I can only imagine as I take care of this allergy cough I'm dealing with right now.
Well, we went to see, like he said, we went to see I Can Only Imagine. I didn't know the circumstances of how the song was written. I didn't know anything of the background. I like Dennis Quaid. He's always been one of my favorite actors. There's not many movies or things I've seen him in that I didn't like. I think he's a really good actor. And boy, he did a bang-up job in this one because he made you just hate him.
Yeah.
He really did.
Well, especially at first. I mean, the story in a lot of ways is as much about him as it is about the son who wrote the song, I Can Only Imagine.
And your heart just goes out to his son and to him, too, because they're like oil and water. And I told Mike, I said, I think that would be a movie, maybe parts of it would be hard for people to watch who have been abused growing up. And the beauty of it is, though, he makes a life-changing decision.
It's a redemption story.
Yeah. And for both of them, really, because his son didn't want to have anything to do with him, and he didn't write this song until after his dad passed away.
Yeah. I don't want to give away too much of the movie. I will say it's directed by the Erwin brothers, E-R-W-I-N. Does that sound familiar?
Yeah, maybe I'm kin to them. I don't know.
Mary Jane's
name's Erwin.
Yeah. So the Erwin brothers have done a couple of great movies. One of my favorite sports movies of all time is Woodlawn. And they directed and put that movie together. But again, it stars various people in it. Dennis Quaid plays the part of Arthur. His son's name is Bart, who wrote the song I Can Only Imagine. The fellow that plays Bart is J. Michael Finley, and this is his first movie. This was the first time he'd been on screen.
He did a pretty good job.
I thought he did a really good job too. I mean, he's obviously he's as much of a singer in some ways as he is an actor. But I thought he did a really good job too. I don't want to do a shameless plug here. I think one of the reasons a lot of people tell me I need to see the movie, they wanted to know my thoughts, is because of my own background. And I have a book that tells my story. It's called The Keystone Kid. It's back here on the wall or something. There's a short movie, The Long Walk, which is over here, about my life. And I didn't grow up in the best of environments either. My book talks about that. It's called The Keystone Kid. You can find it at Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and all these other places. And so a lot of people want to know my opinion, because while there wasn't the sexual abuse in the movie, there was a lot of physical abuse and a lot of identity crisis of, like, who am I? How do I fit in here? Why does no one love me? And I thought the dynamics between the two actors in this, specifically with Dennis Quaid, was phenomenal and did a very good job in the movie. I love music as well. I've always enjoyed Mercy Me. It's not one of the bands I ever worked with, but I've always enjoyed their music. I enjoyed the song I Can Only Imagine until I'd heard it 100 times in one day. I mean, I think the song got overplayed. And with the movie, with it doing as well as it's doing at the box office, I think it may get even more airplay and people go back to see it and listen to it. I do think that the movie gives new meaning to the song, which is kind of a unique trait, is that usually the song, we think of a song, we think of a movie, we make identity. But the song really is a lot about the family dynamics of what Bart grew up in. And I think it does a great job. Anything else that you would say about the film, Mary Jane?
No, our granddaughter saw it.
Yeah, she's 8, and there was nothing really offensive in it to her.
She liked it.
Yeah.
And
I think the friends we went to liked it.
yeah.
It's been in theaters for 4 weeks, and they were telling us at the Augusta Theater, I was talking to some of the folks there that help run the theater, and they were telling me that it did extremely well for a Friday night, Saturday night release, much better than they anticipated it being. And they were looking at trying to get it back. It did so well, in fact. So it's still in theaters. It's well worth watching to see. And by the time the review comes out, or by the time you see this, it may be on DVD. I'd encourage you to plug it in, watch it, turn on the sound system. Hopefully you have a good sound system, because the music and sound is actually quite good. Technically it's put together very well. And for a Christian-themed film, I will say it's good to see Christian-themed movie makers finally starting to make good movies. And the Erwin brothers have been doing it for some time. Like I said, Woodlawn, which is the film they did, I love that film and that movie, and it wasn't over-preachy. This film's not over-preachy in any way. Faith is very important. I mean, there's Amy Grant's in it, the character, someone plays the part of Amy Grant, Michael W. Smith. So it's Christian things, but it's a film that non-Christians can enjoy, especially those in the music industry or those that perform and write songs. I thought it had a lot to say in how you perform. Trace Adkins is in the movie. He's not my favorite person for all kinds of different reasons, but he does a good job as one of the managers in Nashville. So
I think it shows a lot of the business end of the music industry, and how important it is for artists to really express themselves in their writing and in
their
the
performance.
delivery of the song too. But it spoke a lot, I thought, about writing music, writing songs, and how that needs to be soulful, I guess I would say.
And again, it's not over preaching anyway, so our friends that are watching the show that are not Christians or have issues with Christianity, this is still a movie that I think you can appreciate and get something to value out of. On a scale of 1 to 10, I thought the movie was very well done. I think there were some weak points, but it still, for a film of its type, was very well done. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it a 7, 7.5, close to an 8. I enjoyed it quite a bit. Your thoughts?
I'd give it an 8. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was a very inspirational.
Yeah. I don't think if you are a Christian, you're looking at a film to move you. I would still recommend, if you had to pick between the two, Paul, Apostle of Christ.
Yeah.
Is a phenomenal film, but this is still a very good film. So it's good that Christians and that people of faith are going out and supporting these types of movies. And the more we support good movies, not the garbage movies, but the more we support good movies, the better movies will be for us to go see. And this is an example of the improvement in that particular industry, in that particular market. So you're listening to or watching the Movie Guys with Mike and Mary Jane First. I just want to thank you for watching. Do want to remind you, though, when you go to the movies, your desire to be on your cell phone texting or talking or whatever does not negate the right for others who have paid to see the movie to enjoy their movie. Turn your cell phone off. At the very least, take the volume all the way down, put it on vibrate, put it in your pocket, don't touch it again until the end of the credits, and if you must take a call and that thing goes to vibrate or whatever, take it out into the take it out of the auditorium to see who the call's from and if it's something you need to respond to. Do not ruin the movie-going experience for others who paid to see the movie along with you. Some of us value our money, and we don't like to be robbed of our money by having to be jerked over to see what's going on with this light that's flashing next to us when we want to be watching a movie. Enough of all that though. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day. God bless, and we'll see you next time at the Movie Guys.